And it's not something you have to try and think of. It's something you simply allow to surface from the deeper parts of your mind, body, and soul. So in a moment, I'm going to count from 5 to 1. And when I get to 1, you will be back at a happy, a pleasant childhood experience, wrapped in the healing, protective cocoon of light. So as you start now, getting ready, and sometimes you can see a tunnel that you start floating down. And that tunnel can be long, it can be wide, it can be bright. To get a sense now, you're starting to now float back in time, and 5 as you go back in time. 4, drifting and floating back to your childhood. 3, allow the impressions, memories, and scenes to come to the surface. 2, all the way back. And 1, be there now. Get a sense as best you can that you're back now at a happy time, an enjoyable time, a memorable event from your childhood. Just allow the memories, impressions, and feelings to emerge. Just trust the information. Trust the way the information is coming to you. So, what's the first thing you notice? And you're going to find that even though you're in hypnosis, you can still talk to me. It's a little bit like when we talk in our sleep. So, tell me now, what's the first thing you notice?
The wallpaper. It's
Wallpaper.
mustard.
Yeah. And where are you?
Flashes. I'm in my living room,
Mm-hmm.
and the curtains are purple, and the wallpaper's mustard. I'm sitting on the coffee table with my doll.
And how old are you there?
3.
Was that 3?
3.
3. Thank you. And you're sitting there with your doll?
Yeah.
And how does it feel to be sitting there with your doll?
I love my doll.
Oh. Tell me more about your doll.
She's the size of a baby. She doesn't have any clothes,
Mm-hmm.
but she's happy, and she likes to be cuddled.
Oh, that sounds lovely. And what are you doing now with your doll?
Posing for a picture.
Ah. Can you see who's taking the picture?
My Uncle Jim.
Uncle Jim.
Yeah. Yeah, he's taking the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see what Uncle Jim is wearing?
A brown suit.
Mm-hmm.
A kind of cream shirt. Very 70s.
Excellent. Very 70s. And how are you feeling to be sitting here with the doll, having your picture taken, being 3 years old?
Very loved.
Oh, very loved.
Very loved. Yeah.
And who are you feeling this loved feeling from?
My mum
Your
is
mum.
behind me.
Okay,
And my
yeah.
Uncle Jim is taking the picture.
And whereabouts in your body do you feel this feeling of being loved? If you could sense where it was.
In my chest.
In your chest. Lovely. And is there anything else going on here that you've not told me about? Anyone else here or?
Don't think so. Very exciting to get your picture taken.
Yeah, definitely.
Very special.
What type of camera is it? Can you tell?
A big one with a flash that sticks up.
Yeah. So is there anything else you'd like to do here in this memory of 3-year-old sitting there with a doll, feeling very loved and excited to get the picture done with the mum and Uncle Jim?
No, it's just lovely.
Yeah, it sounds lovely.
Mm.
So I want you to get a sense now. You're just starting to float up out of this scene. But as you float up, I want you to notice now in your chest that feeling of being loved, that feeling that you had as a 3-year-old. Get a sense now that as you leave this scene, you're keeping that. You share that love with 3-year-old Karen. Get a sense now of feeling that feeling of being very loved in your chest. Then get a sense that that feeling of love has a color to it. What color might that be?
Lilac.
Lilac. What a lovely color. Get a sense now. This lilac color of being loved is now spreading all the way up to the top of your head, all the way down to the soles of your feet, and then all the way out to the tips of your hands. Let's get a sense of that love spreading through you. And from today, whenever you say the words baby doll, baby doll, baby doll, you will instantly reconnect with this feeling of being loved. And you will sense that lilac filling you up with love. Just say to yourself silently now, baby doll, baby doll. And then you lock in this ability, which will get more and more powerful the more often you do it. So get a sense now you're floating up and drifting up. And this scene is now starting to fade away. In a moment, we're going to go back to an even earlier childhood memory. Somewhere between 0 and 3. Get a sense that cocoon of light, spreading all the way around you, protecting you, keeping you safe on your journey today. And as you rise up, you bring all those wonderful memories and feelings wrapped in your cocoon of light, as we prepare to go to an even younger time, younger than before. back to one of your very first enjoyable memories. Going all the way back to one of those happy, enjoyable memories from early childhood. Allow your healing, protective cocoon of light to take you all the way back in time. So get a sense that maybe that tunnel is now appearing. Maybe it's long. Maybe it's bright. I'm going to count from 5 to 1. When I get to 1, you'll be there, back at a happy childhood memory. So 5, as you start to drift and float back in time as if time didn't exist. 4, moving, shifting, drifting, floating back. 3, allow the impressions, feelings, and memories to return. 2, all the way back. And 1, be there now. That's right. Just let the scene unfold. Notice what you notice, feel what you feel, and sense what you sense. And what's the first thing you notice, please?
It's cold.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a crisp cold. It's like a wintry day.
Okay, yeah.
It's not a bad cold. It's winter.
It's winter. And there's a crisp cold.
Yeah.
Can you get a sense of where you are? Are you inside or are you outside?
I'm outside. I'm outside a church.
A church.
I'm giving a horseshoe at a wedding. And I'm only a year or 2.
How old did you say you were?
A year or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've been given a horseshoe?
I'm giving a horseshoe to the bride at a wedding.
Oh, lovely.
I've got wee fat dumpy legs and big frilly knickers over my nappy. I'm handing over the
Eggs,
horse.
frilly knickers.
Yeah.
And what's it like to move in those legs?
Wobbly.
Yeah. Do you get a sense of being in that body? Bit wobbly, is it?
Yeah. Like walking in plasticine.
Like walking in plasticine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. And how are you feeling?
Special.
Special?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's making you feel special today?
People are taking pictures and I'm with the bride and the groom.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm smiling and they're happy to see me.
Oh, that's lovely.
And I've got fancy frilly knickers and a wee dress on, my patent shoes. It's really exciting.
And do you know whose wedding it is?
It's my Uncle Jim and my Aunt Meg's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. And if you move on to the next scene here, where else can you go here? Can you go inside somewhere?
I could go home.
Yeah. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Find yourself there, back home. Tell me what you notice.
It's warm and safe.
Warm and safe, yeah.
And my mum's cooking and it smells good.
Mum's cooking.
Yeah.
What do you think she's cooking?
Eggs, I think.
Eggs.
Yeah.
Ah,
And she's making the angel delight.
angel delight. Wonderful. Do you know which flavour angel delight?
Butterscotch.
Ah, jackpot. Butterscotch. This is definitely a happy memory. Do you like butterscotch?
Yeah.
Good, good, good. And how do you feel when you eat butterscotch angel delight?
It's just so lovely and buttery and creamy and perfect.
It's definitely near perfect, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you feel warm and loved here.
Yeah.
You felt like you were special when you was
Yeah.
at the wedding.
Yeah.
Pictures being taken.
Yeah.
The nice outfit with the patent shoes. With your Uncle Jim getting married. Is there anything else you'd like to do here in this scene?
No, I'm just really happy.
Yeah,
Just
really
content.
happy, content.
Yeah.
Okay, so in a moment we're going to leave this scene. But before we do, we've already got the feelings of feeling very loved. So let's take those feelings of feeling special that you had when you went to the wedding. So get a sense of those feelings of feeling special, that you're loved and you're liked, that you're cared about, and that you are indeed a special person in the eyes of your family and all those who know you. And it feels good. Get a sense of feeling that special feeling. And maybe you connect it to feeling really happy too, but in all the right ways for you. And as you sense that feeling of being really happy and special, whenever you say the words in future, Uncle Jim, whenever you say Uncle Jim, you're going to feel special and happy and remember the good times at that wedding. In future, whenever you say Uncle Jim, you're going to be flooded with that wonderful feeling of feeling special. So let this scene just fade and drift away. As you take all those good feelings from that memory and you keep them in a special place that your unconscious will keep hold of. To remind you whenever you need it that you're loved, that you're special, making you feel happy. As you let this scene just fade and drift away, as you float up out of that scene, still wrapped in your healing, protective cocoon of light, cocoon of light. And as we continue this journey, going even further back in time, the cocoon of light is wrapped all the way around you, from your head to your toe, and you feel safe, protected, comfortable, and secure. Cocoon of light, cocoon of light. And once again, you can bring all of those wonderful memories and feelings with you. And as you get even more comfortable than before and relax down even deeper, deeper, it's time to continue a journey even further back in time. And this time, we're going to allow your healing, protective cocoon of light to carry you all the way back to a time before your birth, going all the way back to a time after your conception and before your birth, back to that very special time in the womb when you are getting ready for your upcoming life. And it isn't too far to go. To get a sense maybe of that tunnel of light, maybe it's long, maybe it's wide. In a moment, I'm going to count back from 5. When I get to 1, you will be back inside the womb. So 5, going back in time. 4, drifting and floating back in time as if time didn't exist. 3, allow the impressions, feelings, and memories to return. 2, all the way back. And 1, be there now in the womb. That's right. Notice how it feels to be in this place. You may be aware of sounds. You may be aware of silence. You may be aware of movement, but you may be aware of stillness. Feel into the experience. Become aware of it. Connect with the feeling. And when you are ready, let me know what it is you are experiencing. What's it like to be back there in the womb?
Warm and comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
protected. It's just me and my mum. That's it.
Comfortable and protected, yeah?
Yeah.
Just you and your mum, yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent. Just allow yourself to be aware of that special part of you, your energy, your essence, your soul. Just notice now how it feels for you as the soul that you are to be here with the physical self, the dancing, integrating, becoming who you are now and who you will be when you are born. And then get a sense of whether you have learned to move the body yet. Can you perhaps move the fingers or the toes or the arms or the legs?
Everything's just floating. I
Yeah,
don't have to move.
yeah.
I'm quite happy just going with the flow.
Yeah.
Mm.
And what are your feelings around coming to be born?
Not that keen on it.
No?
Quite happy where I am. Mm.
And tell me more. Why are you not too keen?
Well, I don't know what's on the other side.
Right, yeah.
It's just me and my mum just now. Nobody else there. And we're quite safe and happy.
Mm.
Why change it? Why leave us?
And can you get a sense of how far along the pregnancy you are?
I'm nearly too big to be in there.
Ah, okay, yeah.
So I have to start thinking about coming out.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't like that idea.
No, you don't like that idea, no?
No, no.
And is that because of the uncertainty?
Well, yeah, I've only ever been here.
Yeah, yeah,
So, and I'm happy there.
yeah.
So I don't know what will happen.
And if you were to connect with your mother's feelings, obviously you are surrounded by your mother and you have the cord that is connecting you two together. So it's possible to pick up on what your mother's feeling. Can you get a sense of how your mother is feeling?
Excited but scared.
Okay, yeah. Excited but scared.
Yeah. Scared because I'm her first baby.
Okay, I see, yeah.
Scared in case she doesn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Scared in case I'm a girl because my dad wants a boy.
Oh, okay.
And she's really young. So she's scared but excited.
Yeah, I see. And can you get a sense more of your dad as well then?
Yeah, he's talk of the walk. He's going to be a dad,
Yeah,
but only because that's what everybody's meant to do. Yeah.
okay. And then during the time as a fetus in the womb, the soul, your soul, when it chose to come into the fetus, has it stayed in the fetus for the whole time? Or has it come and gone occasionally?
Come and gone.
Okay, yeah. And can you get a sense of when your soul goes, where does it go to? Where does it travel to?
Goes to see if there's a better body to be with.
Right,
But it keeps coming back.
right, yeah. And what would be a better body? What type of body?
Just a different one.
Mm-hmm.
With different parents in a different place.
Different
Different things
parents.
that could happen.
Okay, yeah. So it comes and goes, looking and maybe different parents or a different place.
Yep. Hedging its bets.
Hedging its bets, yeah. And is there anything else going on around here that I've not asked you that you'd like to tell me?
Mm. Yep. All good.
Good, excellent. And before we leave, when I talk to the soul that has come and gone a few times, sometimes looking for different parents or different places, as I'm sure many souls do, can you get an understanding from your soul of maybe what the purpose of this life might have been?
Just to live it.
Mm-hmm.
Just to live it and be happy.
To live it and be happy.
Yeah.
Excellent. So in a moment, it's going to be time to leave the womb and then go back even further to the most relevant past life. To get a sense that you're now leaving this time in the womb as you rise up and float up higher and higher, lifting, rising, floating, and drifting out of the womb, still wrapped in this light, this beautiful light, this healing, protective cocoon of light, cocoon of light. In a moment, I'll begin counting from 1 to 5. And when I get to 5, you'll find yourself back at the most relevant past life, traveling back to discover, explore, and examine another time, another place, another name, another face. Going back to the most appropriate time and place to discover, explore, examine whatever you need most at this time. The most appropriate time and place where you can discover talents, gifts, and abilities from your past that you can bring into your life today. The most appropriate time and place to gain a deeper understanding or knowledge about different situations in your life. Explore relationships, your purpose. Discover why you're here this time and why you were there that time. Allow your healing, protective cocoon of light to carry you all the way back, traveling back to another time, another place, another name, another face. So get a sense that you're about to go back, traveling back through that tunnel. Maybe it's long, maybe it's bright. In a moment, I'll go 5 down to 1. And when I get to 1, you'll be back at the most appropriate lifetime. So 5, as you start to drift and float back in time as if time didn't exist. 4, another time, another place. 3, allow the impressions to come, the feelings, the memories, the scenes to emerge. 2, all the way back, back, back. And 1, be there now. Get a sense of where you are. Feel what you can feel. Know what you can know. Take a look around. Allow the memories to come back, the experience to come back. So, what's the first thing you notice?
The beach. I'm on a beach.
You're on a beach.
Yeah.
Okay, on a beach. Excellent. And tell me a bit more about this beach.
It's warm. All
Mm-hmm.
white sand.
Yeah.
But not far back from the beach. There's trees. Really thick, dense trees.
Thick, dense trees.
Yeah. And I'm getting water in a bucket.
Oh, okay.
Don't know why.
Yeah. And you're collecting the water
Yeah.
from the sea?
Yeah. I've got 2 buckets on my shoulders and a pole. And I have to get water from the sea.
Right. And can you get a sense of maybe what you're wearing while you're doing this?
A long, full, kind of dirty plaid skirt
Mm-hmm.
and a shawl and boots on the beach.
A long, dirty dress and a shawl and boots, yeah?
Yeah.
And can you get a sense of maybe how old you are here?
19.
19?
Yeah.
19, yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent. And if you were to look around at this scene, maybe turn round and look what's behind you. Are there other people around or are you on your own?
No, there's other people.
Tell me what the other people look like.
A bit dirty and dishevelled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just, yeah, like they're a bit down in their luck.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you know these other people?
Yeah, we're all working together. Our
Oh,
job's to get water.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. So are you dirty and disheveled too?
Yeah, I've been better. So yeah, I'm not my best.
Yeah. So can you get a sense of why you're collecting this water?
To boil it.
Okay.
It's salt water. Don't know why.
See. And if you look around this scene, can you get a sense of whereabouts in the world you might be?
Somewhere really hot.
Mm-hmm.
An island, and it's really hot. I don't know where it is. Somewhere in the southern hemisphere. No, it's not Scotland.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like Scotland.
No.
So the southern hemisphere, yeah?
Yeah.
And if you were to go zoom in on the map of the southern hemisphere and you zoomed in a bit closer, whereabouts in the southern hemisphere do you think it might be?
Near New Zealand.
New Zealand. Okay, yeah.
But I've travelled there. I'm not from there.
Oh, I see. You've travelled there, yeah?
Yeah.
And where have you travelled from?
Ireland.
Ireland to New Zealand.
Yeah.
And if you look around at the scene, can you get a sense of what year this might be?
18 something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early 18? Mid?
No. Late.
Yeah.
But we don't have calendars. We don't have diaries. I don't know exactly when.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, the late 18th.
Yeah.
Is there anything else in this scene you'd like to tell me about or you'd like to explore?
We're not meant to be there.
Right.
I don't know where we're meant to be. But we're alone. There's people there, but there's nobody coming to help us. And we're not meant to be there.
Right. Okay. So I want you to get a sense of why you're not meant to be there. What's happened?
We landed there by mistake.
Landed there, yeah?
Yeah.
So this is one of those islands near New Zealand that you've travelled from Ireland
Yeah.
and you've ended up on the wrong island in the southern hemisphere.
Yeah.
I see. And how many of you are here?
It's about 50 or 60 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. But nobody's in charge.
And how are you feeling to be on this island?
Nervous, but have to make the best of it.
Mm.
Nobody's coming to help.
Nobody's coming to help.
No.
Can you get a sense of how long you've been there?
A month or two.
A month or two. Okay, yeah. And once you've got the water, where do you take it to next?
The man at the fire.
The fire?
Yeah. There's something on top of the fire and the water goes in there.
Right, okay, yeah. And who else is around the fire?
Other people with
Hmm.
fruit and veg and weird things I've never seen before. I don't know what they are, but there's other people there. I think they're peeling them.
Oh, what is this unusual fruits and
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, just so we can survive.
right, of course, yeah, so you can survive.
Yeah,
Are there other people who were living on this island?
yes, there are.
And what do they,
True. Yep. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But there are. Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And are they friendly? Do you have contact with them?
No, they don't know either. They don't know. They don't know what to do with us.
And they're people who are already living on this island.
Yes.
Yeah, they would call it home, would they?
Yes.
Yeah, they're native to this island.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. They don't come near us.
They just leave you to, yeah, I see.
They don't know what to do with us.
Yeah,
They're not nasty. They're not friendly. They just don't know what to do.
yeah, they're kind of neutral, really. Yeah,
And just keep away.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you get a sense how big this island is?
Quite small.
Okay, yeah.
Not big. It's small.
Could you walk around it?
Yes, if you were brave enough.
Yeah, if you were brave enough.
Yeah. You don't know what's there.
Right, okay. What things on the island might you need to be brave about?
People. People who want what you have.
Right, yeah,
Noises in the trees. You don't know what it is.
I see. The
Just
people, the animals.
all strange.
Mm,
So strange.
okay, all right. So in a moment, we're going to go to the next important event in this lifetime. In a moment, I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, and you're going to go to the next important event in this lifetime. So 3, 2, 1, be there now. Get a sense that you're somewhere else now, the next important event in this lifetime. Take a look around you, see what you see, sense what you sense, know what you know. And then tell me, where are you?
I'm still on the island in a hut.
You're in a hut now on the island.
Yeah. a big hut. There's lots of kids there. It's like a school barn.
I see.
Yeah.
And could you tell me how old you are now?
42.
42. Excellent. So you've been here now for over 20 years on the island.
Yeah.
How does it feel now to be on the island?
Home.
Feels like home. So what do you do now on the island?
I teach the kids.
Teach the kids. Excellent. And then get a sense of what your name is when other people refer to you. What would you be known as on this island, in this life?
Jean.
Jean. Okay, thank you, Jean. So, Jean, tell me more about this big hut.
Where the kids and I spend all day. I try to show them things. I try to teach them things. But they're so fun. I just want to have fun and I want to let them.
They want to have fun.
Yeah, and I want to let them.
Yeah, of course. How many kids are you teaching there, Jean?
It's about 14.
About 14.
Yeah.
And how comes you're the teacher?
Because I don't have any of my own. So I get to teach everybody else.
Oh, I see. And how do you feel about that, being the teacher, teaching everyone else's kids?
I love it.
Brilliant. You love it.
I get to be fun and see them grow. Teach them things they enjoy. Yeah, I love it.
Excellent. Excellent. So are there other people other than the kids that you teach that you're close to as Jean in this life?
I live in a boarding house idea. There's lots of us there.
Yeah.
And we work really well together. Like a, don't know, like a commune. Everybody contributes. Then
Like
there's lots of us. Yeah. So I teach. Other people cook and garden and harvest. And yeah, it's nice. It's a good life.
Excellent. Excellent. So I want you to take me to that commune place where you're living.
Yeah.
So find yourself there now, Jean. The place where you're living.
Yeah.
Tell me a bit more about it.
It's like lots of different huts together. I've got one of my own, but it's just a room with a bed. It's only where I go to get peace, to sleep. It's not where I choose to spend all my time. We have like a larger hut where we can all gather and do things as a group.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But we have our privacy. And it feels nice. Everybody works together. There's no hierarchy.
Yeah. No hierarchy. Sounds lovely.
Mm.
So what do you enjoy doing?
I like to read. I like to read and I like to talk.
Read and talk, yeah?
Yeah.
And who do you like talking to, Jean?
Anybody that'll listen. Everybody likes to talk. We all like to talk together. Talk about how the day's been.
Mm.
Yeah. I just like to talk to all the other people there. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. So in a moment, I want you to go and find the most important person to you in this lifetime that we are visiting.
Okay.
So 3, 2, 1. Be there now. Get a sense that you're now with the most important person in this lifetime is Jean.
Okay. That's Russell.
Russell.
Yeah.
Who's Russell then?
He's my best friend. He gardens and looks after crops.
Yeah.
And he's tall and weather beaten. And he's kind.
Kind. So as you look at your best friend Russell there, gardening, tall, kind, have a look into those eyes of his. And as you do that, get a sense if you recognize those eyes from anyone that's in your life at the moment. It might be a different appearance, but you will know. Just get a sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Then my husband's eyes.
No. Husband. Okay. So what do you and Russell like to do as Jean in this lifetime? You
I
said
like to
gardening,
talk.
you
And
talk.
he listens.
Oh, it sounds like a winning combination, that. So in a moment, Jean, we're going to go to the next important event in this lifetime. We're going to travel further on to the next significant event in this lifetime as Jean. To find yourself now drifting and floating 3, 2, 1 to an important date or significant event in this lifetime. Notice what's going on, what you are doing. Know what you know. Sense what you can sense and feel what you can feel. So, Jean, tell me where you are, please.
Where I was before. Still there. Don't leave. I'm not going anywhere. Staying right there.
So just tell me that again, please. You're not going anywhere.
No, I'm exactly where I was 20 years before. I'm staying right here.
Yeah.
I'm still here. I don't want to go anywhere.
Yeah. And how old are you, Jean?
67.
67. And are you inside or outside?
I'm outside.
Who are you with, Jean?
I'm just watching. I'm on my own and I'm watching everybody else pottering about. I'm too old to take part. I'm watching there's a new generation of kids playing.
Hmm.
And there's different people there. But it's just the same. People still working together. And I'm too old to take part like I did before. But I like watching it. I like being there and feeling like I'm part of it.
And where's Russell?
Russell's gardening, but very badly now. He's too old.
He's gardening, but a bit badly as he's getting old too.
Yeah. Very try.
And what do you like doing, a 67-year-old Jean?
Like to watch the young ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like to watch them growing. I sometimes still teach when I can.
Yeah.
I join everybody for meals. I like to look back on what I've done. But really, I just like to enjoy the comfort of where I am.
Yeah.
Contentment.
And how does it compare to Ireland, those early days?
Oh, it's much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the family that I chose.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not easy, but it's good.
Not easy, but it's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in this life as Jean, do you get a sense of any talents or abilities or gifts that you have?
I think my talent is bringing out other people's talents.
Right. Yeah.
I can see things and I can encourage. I like to see other people excelling. That's what makes me feel good.
Mm. Bringing excellent out in others.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great talent. So in a moment, Jean, we're going to go to your last day in this life. And you've had many different lifetimes. You've done this many times before. For a moment, I'll go 3, 2, 1, and you'll be at the last day. So just move to that last day and 3, 2, 1. Be there now, the last day in this life as Jean. And then get a sense if there's anything that indicates that this is the last day.
Yes. I'm very old
Yeah.
and I'm lying in a bed saying my goodbyes.
How
And
old?
I don't know, late 70s.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm fine with it. I'm comfortable. I'm content. I don't have any regrets. I'm surrounded by people that love me. And I'm okay. I'm okay with going.
No regret. Surrounded
None.
with love.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Can you get a sense of what it is you're going to be dying from?
Just being really old.
Yeah, old age, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Just old and
Yeah.
done.
Is there any part of your body that feels worse than other parts?
Nothing feels bad. No parts feel bad. They're just ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
There's no pain.
No pain. Ready to.
No. They've just all done all the work that they need to do. And they're tired.
And where are you, Jean?
I'm in my bed, in my hut, in the commune. I never left
In the bed, in the hut, in the commune. Home.
home. I can hear people outside. And it's sunny and life goes on. And I'm really happy with that.
Really happy.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent, Jean. So in a moment, we're going to move forward and you're going to take your last breath as the soul leaves this body. So go ahead, move to that last breath now. And as the soul leaves the body, you can just let me know when it's over and you've left that body as Jean. You've done this many times.
Okay.
Excellent.
I've left.
And as the soul now floats out of that body, just get a sense of where you are in relation to the body.
Away. Don't
Yeah,
need it anymore. I've left it.
excellent. And do you feel you need to stick around to comfort anyone?
No.
Or is it, yeah, it sounds like it's okay to move on.
Yeah. I said everything I needed to say before I left. Now I'm gone.
Excellent. So as a soul that's just left that body as Jean, after living a good life, what lessons, as you look back over that life, did you learn from that life?
That a good life doesn't need to be a big life. It
Mhm.
doesn't need to be loud. It can be quiet. It can help others. It doesn't need a spotlight. It just needs to be true.
Just needs to be true.
Yeah.
But a good life can be quiet, doesn't need a
Yeah.
spotlight, just needs to
Yeah.
be true.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And as you look back over that life as Jean, from a soul's perspective, what could you have maybe done better?
Realised that sooner.
Right, yeah.
realise what's important earlier.
And what brought you the greatest happiness or fulfillment in that life as Jean?
Working with the kids.
Working with
just being part of something bigger. That mattered.
Yeah.
And laughing. Laughing's vastly underrated. I barely laugh. That's something to aim for.
Certainly. And in that life, what caused you the most sadness or hurt?
Early on, thinking I was irrelevant.
Right, yeah.
But that was something I needed to learn myself. I wasn't. I just needed to find my place. That's all.
Yeah, I see. And you found that place as a teacher?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Part of the commune?
Yeah. Yeah. That's where I belonged.
Yeah. And in the light of all this knowledge and understanding, if your past life self, Jean, had something to share with your present life self, what would that advice or knowledge be?
Sometimes it's fine to be in the shadows. Just as important in there as anywhere else. Not everybody can be in the limelight, in the centre of attention.
That's great advice. And if the present life has something to share with the past life, Jean, what would that be?
But she did it well. That she really mattered. And she lived her life well.
Excellent. And how does this past life as Jean relate to your current life or situation?
I still know the most important thing is to laugh.
Yeah.
But I need to remember the other thing that she said. That a good life can be quiet.
Yeah. And how can you use this insight to help you improve your current life?
To help others be in the spotlight if that's where they're meant to be.
Okay, yeah.
To support them and not to think we all have to be the same. It's not a competition.
To put others in the spotlight and realize it's not a competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great advice. And from a soul's perspective, I want you to look back over this life that you lived as Jean. Now, sometimes we make contracts or vows or promises in a lifetime to always do something or never do something. So just get a sense of whether Jean made any vows or contracts or promises.
No.
No? Okay.
Never.
Yeah, I didn't think she did, but it's always worth checking.
Yeah. She found herself there by chance, but it was the right place to be.
Yeah, she found herself by chance in the right place to be. Found herself by chance in right place to be. So sometimes, and it's quite often, not always the case though, that things can travel from one lifetime into the next. And this can either help or sometimes hinder us. So I want you to get a sense from the life as Jean, has anything physical transferred over into your current life? And this could be any physical pain, any physical discomfort, any health issues, or physical challenges that you come across in this current life.
Sometimes it's hard to breathe deeply, and I think that comes from her. I don't know why.
Just say that again. Sometimes
it's hard to breathe deeply.
breathe deeply. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And I think that comes from her.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, it can happen from time to time. It's not intentional. It just flows through sometimes. To get a sense of that breathing deeply that maybe has traveled through from Jean into you here. And in a moment, you're going to give that back to Jean. It doesn't belong to you. It actually belongs back there with Jean. And she didn't intend for it to flow into you, so she's quite happy to take it back. So get a sense now that you're now handing this back to Jean. And Jean's taking it back, and she's almost apologizing. It wasn't intentional. And you tell her that's okay. This is from the past, and it belongs in the past. So you can just let that go now. And as you do that, Jean takes it and takes it away from you. It no longer will bother you or affect you. As you get a sense now of what it's like to breathe, realizing that your lungs can expand a little bit more now, a little bit more easier. Get a sense of your lungs now, moving freer and easier. Notice this energy, this healing energy is now flowing through your lungs. And the lungs are responsible for taking all of the oxygen out of the air. And we use this oxygen to help all the other parts of our body, to fuel the rest of our body, to give the rest of the body energy. So from today, you're going to start noticing your lungs working even better. Or some of the times you'll notice, but some of the times you won't even notice. It will just start happening automatically from now. And you're going to find because of this, you have more energy, but you'll find you can sleep just as well as ever in the past. But you'll wake up feeling more clear-headed, more alert than you have done, and possibly more motivated and determined to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. And now I want you to get a sense of whether there was anything emotional that passed from that life as Jean into your current life. Get a sense of whether there's any strong emotions from that lifetime that are affecting you in this lifetime.
No, Jean was content and she lets me be content.
Excellent. And then lastly, was there any strong thoughts that are coming through from Jean?
Just that life's not easy, but it's good.
Life's not easy, but it's good.
Yeah, Jean was sensible.
Yeah. And is that something you'd like to keep hold of? That life isn't easy, but it's good?
Yeah, but sometimes it can be easy, and I need to remember that too.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So we'll just slightly adjust that to however you think is fitting. So see those words of life isn't easy, but can be easy. And then see that on a poster in front of your mind. It's almost like a billboard saying exactly what you want it to say. See all those letters in neon lights. And from today, whenever you feel you're struggling or worried, you can just click your fingers, say the word Jean, and that billboard will flash up, helping you to feel all the motivation, all the love, all the good feelings that you need in that moment. All you got to do is click your fingers and say that name, Jean. Okay, so the moment it'll be time to say goodbye to that life as Jean. As a soul, get a sense now of what's above you. Get a sense of whether you can see any light. Sometimes there's one light, sometimes there's several. Get a sense if you can see any kind of light.
Yeah, there's lots.
Excellent. So I want your soul, your spirit to now travel up to that light. To go there with love, with all those wonderful lessons locked in place. And then get a sense As you look around from a soul's perspective, if there's anyone there to greet you,
we're all just there getting ready to go elsewhere again.
yeah,
There's nobody there to welcome us. We're all in transition.
all in transition.
Yeah. I can see people that I know, but they're on their way elsewhere as well.
Yeah. So in a moment, you're going to say goodbye, knowing you can come back here whenever you want. In a moment, we're going to go back up those steps. You're going to open your eyes. And you're going to feel wonderful with all these memories, all of these blessings, all of these lessons stored safely in your unconscious mind. The memories of being a child, playing with the baby doll, and feeling very loved as you pose for that picture, sitting with your mum and Uncle Jim. Whenever you say baby doll, you'll instantly feel that feeling of love flooding back through you. That lovely memory of being about 18 months old at the wedding, being special in that lovely outfit, feeling really happy to be there with your mum as she cooks eggs and Angel Delight butterscotch. Remembering that time you spent in the womb, feeling comfortable and protected. Remembering that you come here to live and to be happy. And also all those wonderful lessons that you learned as that life as Jean. As you travelled from Ireland and ended up by mistake on an island in the New Zealand Southern Hemisphere somewhere as a 19-year-old, but you made the most of it and you managed to make it a good life. As you became a teacher, teaching young children, and you loved teaching. And you enjoyed being with Russell, doing gardening. And being part of something bigger, being part of a community. As you realize that a good life can be quiet. It doesn't need a spotlight. It just needs to be true. And you'll find that from today, your breathing will be easier too. So let your unconscious take hold of all of these therapeutic benefits from today. All of the lessons that can help guide Karen to go where she wants to in life. Always feeling loved, knowing that she's special. Breathing even better. So Karen, in a moment, we're going to go back up the steps. I'm going to count from 5 to 1. When we get to the top of the steps, you're going to open your eyes and you're going to feel wonderful for the rest of the day. So 1, as you start to come back to reality, bringing with you a new reality. 2, all of my suggestions are more powerful than any other voice. 3, free from any limiting beliefs. 4, feeling a force of energy flooding through your body. As sounds come back to normal, you can wiggle your fingers, you can wiggle your toes, and open your eyes wide awake on 5. Hello, Karen.
Hello. Wow.
I've got so much recording Eugene.
That was really strange.
Brilliant, brilliant. Sounded really good.
Did it? Oh, that's good then.
Right,
Yeah.
let me just stop recording. And so thank you for that. Is it
No,
Jean?
thank you. I'll definitely carry